Before we begin today's video, I would like to give a shout out to two of our newest subscribers. Stu God 5000 and King Persona. Thank you both for subscribing, and welcome to the family. And now on with today's video. Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayon, and welcome back to Dungeons & Dragons Character Conversion, where we take a look at characters from across media and bring them into Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We are back once again at looking at characters from Dungeons & Dragons past, and updating them to the 5th edition era. At least, before the Red Spine. Today we are taking a look at Northlord, one of the action figures from the JL line. This week we are taking a look at some of the heavy hitters, and Northlord is definitely one of those heavy hitters, being almost as tall as the Hook horror action figure. According to his listing, he is just a human, but because of his extreme size, we are going to give him the Unearthed Arcana feat of Oversized Might, giving him proficiency in acrobatics as well as the ability of Powerful Build, which makes him one size larger when determining carrying capacity, and the Stalwart ability, giving him advantage to saving throws against being moved or knocked prone. You also get +1 to your strength and +1 to your dexterity, rounding them both off to an even number. We're also going to get the skill proficiency in perception and a movement speed of 30 feet. Moving on to our background, we're just going to go ahead and go with the background of Outlander just for simplicity, and really nothing else truly fits. You get proficiency in athletics and survival, one musical instrument of choice, and one language of choice, with the feature of Wanderer. Moving on to our class, we're going with the Barbarian. Of course, he is called a Barbarian, a great Barbarian. For our hit dice, we get 1d12. Starting hit points at 12 plus our Constitution modifier. Additional hit points at further levels will be 1d12 plus Constitution modifier per Barbarian level. Proficiencies in light armor, medium armor, shields. You get simple weapons and martial weapons. Saving throws of strength and Constitution. For your two skills, we'll go with intimidation and perception. Since we are a Barbarian, we get access to Rage and Unarmored Defense. At level 2, go ahead and get access to Reckless Attack and Danger Sense. And for your third level, I did not see anything that looked entirely great for a subclass, because Northlord's description says that he doesn't exactly like magic and will avoid it at all costs. We could have gone for the primal path of Fury, but I liked the path of Ancestors found in Cobalt Press's material, which gives us access to Wisdom of the Ancients, giving us advantage at saving throws against magic, spells, and other magical abilities. You also get access to Primal Knowledge at 3rd level, giving us a new skill proficiency. I would like to go with Nature. Moving on to 4th level Barbarian. We do see Northlord with a shield, so I think it'd be fitting to go with the feat of Shield Master. Moving on to level 5 Barbarian, we get access to extra attack and fast movement. Moving on to level 6, we get access to Spiritual Leader thanks to Cobalt Press's Path of the Ancestors, which gives us a once per day Calm Emotions. Yes, it is a spell, but I did like that initial ability from Path of Ancestors, and Fury was just a little bit bland. And you only get 1 per day use of Calm Emotions, and it does kind of fit for a spiritual leader. Moving on to level 7 Barbarian, we get access to Feral Instinct and Instinctive Pounce. Level 8 will go ahead and increase our strength by 2 points. Level 9 gives us access to Brutal Critical. Level 10, more Primal Knowledge, this time in Animal Handling. We also get access to Wrath of the Ancients, giving us access to a little extra damage whenever we make an attack. Level 11 Barbarian gets Relentless Rage. At level 12 Barbarian, go ahead and increase your Charisma by 2 points. Level 13, you now have 2 extra dice to use for your Brutal Critical. At level 14, we get Unfettered Soul, giving us the effects of freedom of movement while we are raging. And thanks to level 15 Barbarian, that rage can last for as long as we desire, so long as we are conscious. Moving on to level 16 Barbarian, go ahead and increase your Charisma by 2 more points, giving us a +2 to our Charisma checks, which will work well for any checks requiring Intimidation. At level 17, we now have 3 dice to use with our Brutal Critical. Level 18, Indomitable Might. At level 19, go ahead and increase your Constitution by 2 points. And finally, to finish off this build, a level 20 Barbarian gives us access to Primal Champion, increasing our Strength and Constitution each by 4 points, with a new maximum of 24. So we now have a 22 Strength and a 20 Constitution. Very nice. And that is the end for this build. What did you think of Northlord? We don't have much information on Northlord's lore, but I think I was able to do the best I could with what little I had. Who would you like to see next? Let me know in the comment section down below. Until next time, this has been Drahan, and I am offline.